Hey everyone, my name is Ronan, that there is Wadsworth, and this is my old tripod. Bye-bye! Welcome to Now Z Here. Nice is different than good. That saying comes from the lyrics of a song in the musical Into the Woods. And I always sort of took it in the context of the song itself, which is to say, nice is different than good because anyone can act nice. It doesn't tell you anything about their actual intentions. If you don't know the song and you want to go listen to it, just be aware it is a allegory for sexual assault. Because, it's from the point of view of Red Riding Hood. Anyway, nice is different than good. Anyone can act nice, but it doesn't tell you anything about their intentions. True, but also, there's a lot more ways to interpret that statement. For example, a person could have perfectly good and honest intentions and still not be nice. This lines up with the saying we've heard before that intent isn't magic, that just because you didn't mean something not to be hurtful doesn't mean that you didn't hurt someone. How many negatives were in that sentence? It is also possible to be acting in the service of doing good, to be, say, lifting up the oppressed, and still not be nice in the accommodating way that we sort of understand niceness. So again, nice is different than good because it is possible to be good or do good things and not necessarily be described as nice. But haha, it gets even more complicated than that. And here's where it gets really tricky. Especially for me, because it's possible to have good intentions, be nice, and still wind up hurting someone. I know that I, in my daily life, in my personal life, developed this habit of constantly modulating my speech, my behavior, my everything, of monitoring myself constantly, because I knew if I said something inadvertent, I might potentially harm someone, hurt someone's feelings. As I've started to open up more, as I've started to speak my mind just naturally more in my daily life, I have run into situations where I hurt people. Whether it was a situation where I just sort of made them feel bad, or actually caused someone to be triggered. I've made a few apologies in the last year, and having that happen multiple times is a jarring experience for someone who habitually has not been coming out of their shell very much. As this started to happen, I couldn't help thinking to myself, wow, the real me is kind of an asshole. But here's also what I have learned and experienced, and what I would say to anyone who is in the process of trying to break out of that shell that you've built up around yourself. If you have good intentions, and if you make an effort to be nice, and you still end up hurting someone, that doesn't make you a bad person. What matters really is how you take in the experience and how you grow from it. It's an internal fight. It's the fight against either shrinking away or becoming defensive. It's making the choice to stand up to that defensive part of yourself and face the other person and see their hurt and acknowledge it and apologize. Nice is different than good. You can try to be both. But you're only human. Probably. That's it for me this week. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to see what's coming next. And do check out my Patreon. There is a link in the description below. Have a wonderful week and always be changing.